It's Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, this is no longer about politics. The conservative cancer on America has metastasized. We are dying. Literally. People are dropping dead like flies on windshields from COVID-19. Now, we can blame it on Trump, and we should, but he had a lot of help pulling this off. The Republican-dominated Senate turned its back on the president's brazen and obvious corruption, and with Mitch McConnell's orchestration, they refused even to consider Trump's in-your-face guilt. They had a chance to shut this shit down right then and there. Instead, they gave the president permission to do anything he wants. But it isn't simply the politicians and leaders. The Republican rank and file got him there, and he still has their solid support. I'm talking about voters. I'm talking about regular, ordinary, self-identifying Republicans, many of whom refuse to wear masks, assuring ever more coronavirus nightmare. They love their chosen one, and they volunteered to die for him. Right alongside the liberals, people of color, les, gay, bi, trans, queer people, immigrants, and all other conservative enemies who don't have so much choice in the matter. Conservatism is now exposed to be what it has always been. A philosophy of death and not much else. They oppose healthcare, they love war, they like it when the police kill people. Gun violence is a cherished way of life for them. They want more toxic pollution. The death penalty is the awesomest thing in the universe, and the more, the merrier. And now they kill themselves and us with coronavirus. You know, we are taught about politics when we're growing up. You know, we got two sides, they debate, arrive at a consensus with voting. That's how we do it in the United States. We're all Americans, and that's our way. But this is no longer about politics. A conventional political analysis simply isn't up to the task. Conservatism is an existential threat to the United States, not a legitimate point of view in a democratic republic such as ours. I mean, you know it isn't politics because just look at it. But you know, non-conservative parts of the establishment appear to be utterly unwilling to embrace the truth of this, that conservatism is now an insurrectionary force in this country. The news wallows in delusion. Politicians don't seem to realize that they're facing erasure. Moderates and liberals alike cluck their tongues and bury their heads in the sun, or in the sand, and it is all politics for them. But it is not politics. It's a rebellion staged by a death culture. We need to recognize this rebellion for what it is and permanently terminate it. Doing so, you know, would have been much easier back in the 19th century during Reconstruction, but, you know, money talks, and the Republicans betrayed the black people that they had freed just a decade earlier, so no chance at denazification under occupied circumstances, you know, the kind that we actually got to work with actual Nazis in Germany. But I wonder, under non-occupied circumstances in a post-Trump America, how close can we get to doing something like a denazification process? Well, I'm not sure, but I've got some ideas. For starters, I think Fox News, Rush Limbaugh, One American News, and their ilk are very likely all guilty of manslaughter. You know, it's like yelling fire in a crowded theater, but with masks and germs. A lot of these fake news people need to be locked up and their organizations dissolved. I'm thinking that maybe all commercial news should be subject to truth in advertising laws on the grounds that that's the entire reason they exist is for the ads. Make them tell the truth too. I am thinking that maybe we need a massive propaganda effort, sustained and omnipresent, dismantling conservative beliefs point by point, and I am talking tax dollars to pay for it. I'm thinking that it is, at long last, time to remove local control of the public schools. I mean, just read up on the Texas textbook wars and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We have got to figure out how to get rid of the conservative indoctrination of children. But it could be anything for denazification, anything at all. As long as it wipes conservatism totally and completely out of American culture. Now, that may sound shocking to you, but it's only because you are in total denial about what the conservatives have become. This is no longer about politics. We're not going to debate our way out of this. This is about survival. And the sooner you embrace that, the better. I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Permanently terminate it.